Undoing the Abuse of the Narcissist. Hello and welcome to Hope and Faith. In today's video, I would like to speak about who you became when you were with the narcissist. Let's start to unpack how the abuse affected you. Also, discuss how you can undo the abuse and start to heal. So, what really happened when you were with the narcissist? Who did you end up becoming when you were with them? When I was with my narcissistic family and friends, I learned many things. I learned how to hide my emotions. I learned how to put myself last. I learned to prioritize others' emotions and cut myself off from my own. How to deny myself of happiness. How to lose my boundaries. How to live in fear and anxiety. How to isolate, how to think the worst about myself, how to betray myself and self-sabotage, how to stop believing in God. Imagine, you are this person who goes out of their way to please the narcissist and their family. You are always tired from working so hard. You also deny yourself anything you wish for or any pleasure you need in life. You're made to divulge with your most private information, which is then used against you to isolate you. You are giving this person everything they need, but yet they set you on fire to keep themselves warm. What I'm trying to do over here is I'm trying to paint a picture for you, a clear picture of how you have reduced yourself to nothing to keep a relationship with a narcissist alive. I certainly reduced myself to nothing to win the approval of the narcissist. In my case, it was my mother. So how do you undo this abuse and damage? Well, it is done by feeling and not thinking. Stop intellectualizing. This is the first step. Instead of thinking, okay, my self-esteem needs to be better than this, or thinking, my inner child needs love. Feel better self-esteem instead of thinking it by saying no to people when you feel like saying no. Notice how you feel when you finally say no. Feeling better self-esteem by taking care of your health. Feeling better self-esteem by tuning into what you really want for yourself. Sit down and connect with your inner child and feel the pain. Feel the pain of your inner child. Then send it love. Notice the change in how you feel. When you feel all of the above and you stop thinking about how to heal from narcissistic abuse and start feeling your way out of narcissistic abuse, is when you stop intellectualizing. You see how feeling is important? How can you feel? By doing. When you do something, usually this is the opposite of what you have been doing so far when you are with a narcissist. When you do something new, it will not feel right when you do it. And it will not feel like yourself. It will feel extremely foreign to you, to who you are. It will not be familiar, but you do it anyway. You draw that boundary. You say no. You stand up for yourself when someone mistreats you. You feel happy without guilt. Feeling happy without guilt by doing at least one of this, one of the above, you start to feel emotions that you haven't felt before. And this is how you stop intellectualizing. You know why we intellectualize after narcissistic abuse? Because we are cut off from our own emotions. Because our emotions are so intense, we want to stop feeling them. So we start thinking, we start living in our head, and we stop feeling. But it's time to start feeling again in order to heal. If you have gone no contact, then you can practice new skills every day. If you are in contact with a narcissist, watch how you treat yourself. Narcissists are big energy drainers. It is better to go no contact. Move continents, move mountains, move anything. move anything you need to move to go no contact with the narcissist. As long as they are still in your life, your energy will be drained by them and the hard work of healing will be in vain. The changes you introduced in the way you treat yourself and the way you let others treat you happen slowly and in small increments. The undoing of this abuse is always done in small but consistent actions. For this, it is paramount. It is so important that you go no contact with the narcissist for the changes to last. In the initial stages of healing, being in tune with your emotions will be a tough gig. You will most probably dissociate, like myself. This is fine. Keep tuning back into your feelings, no matter how many times you dissociate. Learn skills such as grounding and meditation and breathing. It'll bring you back in touch with yourself, in touch with your body. This will show you fears. When you come in touch with your feelings, it will be extremely uncomfortable. You will feel fears, wounds, triggers, and pain. This is the point where you are truly meeting yourself for the first time in a very long time. For some people, this might be the first time they are meeting themselves. In order to heal, safety and security and boundaries are the foundation. The emotion of safety, security, and boundary will give you the sense of self, which evaded you for so many years. If you are surrounded by toxic people, be it in your own home, workplace, or anywhere else, which is supposed to nourish you and give you safety, you will find it hard to heal. This is because this toxic household or workplace is putting you in survival mode. The only thing you're thinking about is how to survive this person or this place, instead of directing all your energies towards feeling better and healing. Let me start by telling you a little bit about what I did, the steps I took in order to give myself a space to heal. I've studied law. I have a law degree. And I have many skills. And I could be doing many things. But do you know what I do for a living? I waitress at a cafe near my house. Do you know why I do this? The law firms and the big offices had such toxic, negative environments that I could not cope. It reminded me of the toxic environment I grew up in. And it used to trigger my traumas to a point where I would not be able to breathe from anxiousness. Offices generally are full of politics. If you are strong, you can survive it. But if you're healing from abuse, you will most definitely find it very challenging to be in such an environment. I need to heal. I needed to heal. And I kept changing places of work until I found this cafe. The manager is a sweet lady. The girls I work with are kind. And I meet so many wonderful people throughout the day who come to the cafe to eat. As opposed to the toxic management and my toxic co-workers in the past that I met. It was very unfortunate and I met so many of them. Finally, it was this cafe and my position here, my part-time position here, which gave me a sense of security and peace. My job was not in threat. My everyday mental peace is not in threat. So this is what I do now, and I'm building this YouTube channel while studying to become a counselor. So I study and work part-time. I'm willing to make this sacrifice for my healing. When I eventually become a counselor, I will not be in an office sharing my workspace. I will be working with people one-on-one. It'll either be telephone counseling or counseling on Zoom, or that I will be part of an organization and I'll be working remotely with people counseling them. This is all that is necessary for me. So I'm willing to make this lifestyle choice for healing and leveling up. So I'm asking you this. will you be able to heal in a toxic environment? Will you be able to let go of your comfortable identity where it is not serving you and make choices which serve you? It may look really horrible on the outside, but it might give you the opportunity to heal. It may look like a sacrifice, and it will be challenging. But are you willing to make those changes for your healing? Are you willing to give yourself that safe, secure environment where you can maintain your boundaries? I'm not saying that you should take huge risks in order to heal. I took a calculated risk. I'm a waitress today, but I'm studying and working towards something. I know waitressing is not my future. I'm consistent with my hard work. Also, I'm 34 years old, by the way. I shouldn't have to deal with waitressing at this age after studying, having studied and worked so much. I shouldn't have to deal with this failure at this stage in my life. But then again, I do not look at it as a failure, given I have been fighting my narcissistic mother my entire life. Also, I do not live in the same continent as my mother. Again, this was a step that I took, and I have received help in being able to take this step. So I took the help to take the step to move continents away from my mother. I let go of all my toxic friends and everything I knew as life in order to heal. So you can see how I've had a career change, I've had a change in friends, family, the country I live in. I've had a change in everything in order to give myself the safe space where I will feel secure enough and I can maintain my boundaries and my sanity and put all my energy and effort into healing rather than surviving and sticking to what is comfortable. So I hope this inspires you in whatever little way it can, my story that I have shared so far. I hope it motivates you to move to that place or to that job or whatever it is that keeps you safe and secure so that you can start healing. Be bold, but calculate your risks. Offer yourself that safe space. Honor your needs. Give yourself security. And maintain strong boundaries to start your healing journey. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Of all the people in the narcissistic relationship, you woke up to realize who the narcissist is. This is because the divine has great confidence in your ability to heal from this. It will certainly not be easy, but imagine your little self that had so much confidence and faith that life is going to turn out great. You have to do it for this little one who believed and expected a good life. Have faith in your journey. You need to keep the faith because you've been called to this path. If you were not meant for this path, you would have never come to the point of finding out what narcissistic abuse is, and you would have never wondered what it means to heal from it. This is your reason. This is why you need to have faith, because you have been brought to it. So keep the faith. On your down days, remind yourself that this is your calling. Your narcissistic parent or partner, whoever it is, cannot be allowed to succeed in their mission of bringing you down. This is not how the story is going to unfold. You will live with faith in yourself. What they want is for you to fail, for you to lose faith in yourself. So don't give them the satisfaction. I will never certainly give my mother the satisfaction. I've been fighting this, invisible demon, which has become suddenly visible now. Since the time I have been a little girl, I could sense something was wrong, but I could not tell what it was. So don't stop fighting. Have faith. Keep the faith. The faith has come calling to you. Now think about how you can give yourself the space and whatever else that you need to heal. You have a level of consciousness which helps you recognize the narcissist for who they are. This is your level of consciousness. You've been able to recognize them. This level of consciousness of yours is going to show you how you can heal. Let it lead the way by the way you feel and not what you think. See, this is the thing about your heart and your mind. Ask your mind, and it will tell you, it will give you grim details of your situation and how much you have lost, right? It only knows how to look at what is in front of it. Now speak to your heart. Your heart will tell you stories about healing, hope, faith, love, and miracles. Listen to your heart. It will tell you who you really are. Your mind will only leave you disillusioned. It will state so-called facts, and it will stop you from hoping and believing. And it will give you practical steps. Steps 1 to 10 to do inner child work. That's not how you do inner child work. You have to feel your way through inner child work. You have to feel your way through your entire healing process. Once you find that safe and secure space, you will heal. You will move forward. And your story is about to change for the better. You were beckoned on this journey as it was your calling to heal and move on in life. You have to believe in this. You have to believe in yourself, and you can start doing that now. Start believing in yourself and know what your truth is. And you have known your truth all along, which is why you recognize the narcissist. So have faith, keep the faith, and keep believing in yourself. You can do this. You can heal from this.